Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is our holiday, Christmas, end of the year, Hanukkah, whatever. Last episode of, video episode of
Wow.
2019.
Gee,
So
Christmas.
I figured we'd go out with a nice Saison, a dry hopped extract Saison.
Nice.
And it did have a nice, beautiful head on it, but then I ran around and got cameras ready and all kinds of stuff, and it's calmed down a bit. So this is a beer that I've made before, the 15-minute Saison, but with a twist. This time, I had all these different hops, these little bits and pieces of bags of hops left over from our hop sampler series. So I decided to put a whole bunch of them together and dry hop in the fermenter.
Cool.
And just see what happened. So here's how I made it. Into 5 gallons or 19 liters of water, I put 3.3 pounds or 1.5 kilograms of Vienna liquid malt extract, 3.3 pounds or 1.5 kilograms of Bavarian wheat liquid malt extract, and 1 pound or 450 grams of golden candy syrup. I stirred that all in, and then I added 2 ounces or 56 grams of German Mandarina Bavaria hops at 9.2% alpha acid. And I just boiled for 15 minutes. So the whole boil was 15 minutes.
All right.
And then I chilled, and then I added Imperial B58 rustic yeast. So original gravity 1055, final gravity 1012, ABV of 5.7%. Then into the fermenter, I added a whole list of different hops, and I'm just going to run that as a crawl on the screen. So here we go. Now,
My goodness.
yeah, so we have 107 grams or 3.8 ounces of all these little different pieces and parts of hops. And I left the hops in the fermenter for 2 days and then kegged. And that was a little over a month ago. So it's been in the keg waiting for us to taste it. Of course, I've been tasting it all along, but waiting for us to taste it on the show. Cheers.
Cheers. It's got a nice hop aroma. It's still kept a lot of
Yeah.
the fresh.
Yeah, the hops have kind of melded together over time.
Really good. It's got there's a dank kind of a nice.
The yeast, if you remember the yeast from the original batch, it was spicy. I described it as spicy, and I think you got a lot more of the fruity character from the German Mandarina Bavaria.
Yeah.
This time the hops are definitely more literally in your face.
It's almost IPA-ish for me.
I don't think it's as, to
It's
me
not
it's
as
not
bitter.
as bitter.
No.
But
Yeah.
that hop character is way up top. And it was a lot stronger in the beginning, and I think I like it better now that it's had time to mellow out a little bit. So what do you think? I mean, we've got everything from Yarlow to Azaka to Warrior to Cashmere, Green Bullet, German Mandarina, Bavaria, Simcoe, and Centennial dry hop.
It's good.
It's just a big fruit salad.
Yeah, big fruit salad. Nothing just jumps right out at you. I do pick up how these blend together. I still get a pretty strong amount of citrus pine. That's the predominant character that I'm getting. So I don't know which one of that is, which combo is giving me that mostly. I'm going to say maybe the Simcoe, maybe the Arlu, maybe the Azaka.
Centennial's probably
Centennial,
piney
yeah.
in there.
But so I get a lot, maybe even the Green Bullet, maybe. I'm not really sure. But
there's a little bit of minty in there as well, and maybe that's the.
that could be the Mentos I gave you earlier.
Oh, but maybe that's the piney character of that hop. Maybe I'm getting
so.
that.
But the malt, it didn't overwhelm it. It's a good thing to do, to use up your hops, use up your grain.
And the yeast, I think, really still comes through.
It does.
It's got that Belgian spice on top of it all. So it's kind of spicy and fruity and citrusy and piney, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And to me, it's a great holiday beer.
That's just what I was getting ready to say. That you can make a good holiday beer without raiding the spice cabinet, you know, at your house or at Aldi's or wherever you go. You don't have to start shaking stuff into your beer. The hops and the yeast will do it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And I have to brag on this yeast, this Imperial Rustic. Even though Imperial recently extended their shelf life to 4 months.
Right.
So, you know, you can you can buy a packet that's 4 months old and not worry about it. I had this 5-month-old package of Rustic. And I was like, I wonder what'll happen if I just pitch it in there with no starter. And it was slower than usual. Usually if you pitch a packet of Imperial into the fermenter, that, you know, just a few hours later it's bubbling. This was more like my usual experience with, you know, a liquid yeast, in that it was the next morning where I really started seeing activity. So, you know, if you get up to 5 months, you might want to make a starter. But on this 1055 original gravity beer, it did just fine. We've got to say that Imperial does sponsor the audio podcast.
yes.
And he is a vendor of Imperial yeast.
So,
but we don't talk about stuff that we don't. And I didn't mean for this to be a commercial for Imperial.
I didn't either, really. It just,
but you know, when stuff works, you got to talk about it.
yeah.
All right. So anyway, this recipe works. It was delicious, or it is delicious, and there's still a lot left that I can now drink without fear of running out before the show.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, it is a good holiday beer, actually. That is really the takeaway for me in the beer.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Cool. Cheers to you for sticking with me for another year, and happy holidays to everybody out there for sticking with us still.
How many years?
This is our 15th year.
Gee, Christmas.
We've been doing this stuff. All right.
All right.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2020.
Cheers.
Cheers. Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com. We're going to get so many angry emails from Shecky Green.
Yeah.